Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Tamika here. You can tell I'm new to this because I have not asked anyone to subscribe. So before I go forward, subscribe to my channel so you can follow my weight loss journey. I wanted to give you an overview of surgery day for me because since COVID protocols were in place, I wasn't able to have anyone there with me taping. And once I hit that loopy phase, it was over. So I do have some clips for you to show you throughout my day that I'm gonna put at the end, but I do wanna walk you through every step of the way. So, starting at 11 p.m. the previous day, I wasn't able to eat or drink anything. So by the time I showed up, I'm dry. Throat's dry. I'm wondering, how are you about to get blood out of my body? Because I have no liquids flowing through me at this point. And it definitely showed because I had a very hard time getting IV. But when I first got there, they checked my weight. As you heard in a previous video, my doctor did not put me on a liquid diet 2 weeks before. I put myself on a liquid diet 10 weeks before, just so I can make sure I hit the weight that I needed, because my doctor flat out told me, this is a tool, this is for you. If you're not gonna put in the work, I'm not gonna do the surgery. So if you get here, and I have a guest with me, so you might see him popping out. If you get here and you didn't lose the weight, I'm not doing the surgery. So I was very scared. My weight had been up and down, so I wasn't sure that I was gonna make it, but I did, obviously, or else I wouldn't have surgery day video. So I weighed in at 297, which was meeting my weight and how much ever weight that I had to lose. So I went ahead, put on my little paper gown, my paper panties, and sat there and waited. Surgery, I had to report at 10 a.m. and they said surgery was going to be about 4 or 5 hours, but the actual surgery is only 30 to 45 minutes. So I was wondering, what do I have to do with all this extra time? Don't worry, I'll fill you in on that. I waited for a very long time. Check-in, really easy. They told me not to bring anything. Now, going into this process, I thought it was going to be a same-day surgery, in and out. But as I started to speak with other people that went through the surgery, and of course, handy dandy YouTube, all the people's videos that I watched, they were saying they stayed overnight. So I made sure I packed my overnight bag, nothing important, phone, charger, like some books, extra sweats, and that was pretty much it. So I was super prepared. I get there, change, and I'm in the waiting room, the prep room, for majority of the time. So that way they can get the IV in me. They check my blood pressure. I thought there was going to be like extra x-rays that were taken or something, considering I was there for so long, but no, there were not. They just went based off of the x-rays and the chest scan, the blood work that they did before. I did have to go do blood work again and take a COVID test 2 days before. So all of those results were back. It was really, really good levels. But yeah, so I talked to the surgeon about it. He's like, I've done this so many times. He kind of laughed it off that I was asking these questions. Like, excuse me, are you going to take pictures of my body so you and the team can go out there and like map it out every step of the way? No, that's not how it is. You cut me, put your camera in there, and you work your way around it. So very scared about that. I was talking to my nurses about the procedure. They did have a student, I believe like 2 student nurses sit in on it, and asked me if it was okay. And I was like, yes, it is definitely okay. Because 1, when I asked you to take a video, you told me you couldn't. And 2, I know if students are in there, you're going to do your best. So bring all the students, bring a gallery, make this an episode of Grey's Anatomy, baby, because I know that's when you're not going to mess up. Not refer to Grey's Anatomy because they mess up a lot, but this is real deal. So fine with me. I spoke with the students. They were great. One actually looked like Schmidt's glasses, if anyone's out there that watches Grey's Anatomy. And he's never watched Grey's Anatomy before, so that was really awkward. But besides the point, we get to the IV. It's very difficult process and painful. They tried it twice in this hand, once in this hand. My veins are very small. I know that I'm a hard stick, so it didn't help that I hadn't had anything to drink before. So they end up having to put it here. And you'll see in the pictures and the videos that I'm gonna send you after I get done talking. But it was not a pleasant process. We finally got it in there. I was very nervous that they didn't get it in there right, but I started to get the IV, the liquids got in me. It was great. And at that point, things get a little bit iffy because the anesthesiologist comes in. I'm talking to him about the process. He's telling me, how I'm gonna feel. The surgeon comes back in. I talk to him again. And basically, I don't know. Look, I don't know if I missed a class telling me what was gonna happen that day or not, but I was under the impression I was getting cut 3 times. 1 for a clippy thing, 1 for the camera, 1 for the scissors stapler. I was wrong. I'm talking to the surgeon. He's like, no, I'm going to cut you 6 times for some grippies, some scissors. A pole is going to go in your chest to this is wild. They're going to put a rod in my chest to keep that up when they put all the oxygen in there. Clip the liver away, which is why it's so important to lose weight before the surgery. I thought it wasn't a big deal until I started doing more research and watching YouTube videos, because your liver is super fat when you eat bad food. So if it's in the way, it's going to make complications. So you definitely want to lose as much weight as possible. So put the clippy thing in there, move out my liver. Then when I was speaking with the anesthesiologist, he's telling me they're going to put a tube down my throat so that way I can breathe and if I need any oxygen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a surgery. Like, I knew it was a surgery and they did prep me before, but now shit is real. Okay? So the anesthesiologist had me watch a video before that said my throat might be sore after the surgery or my voice might be gone. That's not gonna sit well with me. I'm gonna have a panic attack if I wake up to talk and my voice is gone. I'm gonna think y'all took out my voice box. I don't know, but this was my first major surgery. So I'm thinking all the worst stuff. At some point, I'm sure they told me they were gonna start putting the medicine in me. And maybe I was just panicky and out of it. But they're like, okay, we're going to get to moving you. It's my time now. I've been in there for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours getting prepped. The surgeon is like, okay, let me give you a reminder. When you wake up, it might feel like you're having a heart attack, but you're not. What? It might feel like I'm having I don't even know what a heart attack feels like, but I know I don't want it and I'm not ready for it. He's like, because, the rod was in there, so it's sore on your chest, but just relax. I'm out. I remember nothing from that point. Absolutely nothing. When was the medicine going in me? I don't know. Like, I was already concerned the IV wasn't working. Baby, it was working. And I was knocked out. And I woke up. I woke up. I was awake. I'm just like, I'm having a blast from the past. whatever you want to call it. I'm reliving this. I woke up. My body is woke. My mind is woke. My mouth is talking. My eyes are not opening. Like, I cannot hold them open to save my life. I'm like just out of it. I'm sore. I'm nauseous. I'm just like, this really just happened. I was asleep 2 seconds ago and I just woke up with 80% of my stomach cut out. What in the world did I just do? And I'm pretty much out of it, in and out. My sister, the good thing about Kaiser, your emergency contact, they keep them updated. So when you get admitted to the pre-prep area, they let my contact know. When I'm going into surgery, they let them know. Give them updates during the surgery, and then after surgery, they let them know when I'm in recovery. So it's great. It's great. They come back, they're like, you might not remember any of this tomorrow, but we're gonna let you know how everything went. Excuse me, I'm up. I might not look like it. I might look like this, but I hear everything that's going on. And they're like, everything went smooth. We're gonna give you some payment. Did you order all of your payments? Yes, I ordered them all. I'm ready. I'm super prepared. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it came out like that, but that's what I was trying to say. So, they're like, oh, at that point I'm feeling nauseous. And they're trying to give me medicine and I'm just like, oh, I'm just throwing up. I can't. So eventually, like at one point, I try to get out of the bed. Where was I going? I don't know, but I didn't feel good. And I'm like, if I'm going to throw up, I'm going to throw up out of this bed. I'm like hanging over the bed. And the nurse is like, stay in bed, and brings me the little bucket. And I'm like, but it hurts so bad after surgery. Like, vomiting is the worst. My body is already sore. And what am I throwing up? What have I had? I haven't drank anything since 11 p.m. I have the meds and the IV that they gave me, but I need that to stay down. So I'm hanging off. I throw up, my eyes still closed. I would calm down, get the medicine. I'm laying there. Then I have to tinkle. And then like, okay, let's get the bedpan. That would be great, but in full disclaimer, too much information, I'm on my menstrual cycle. I have on paper panties and a maxi pad. I am not using a bowl to pee in. Like, that's super uncomfortable. I'm probably gonna miss. I don't want to do it. So I'm like, no. I'm gonna walk to the bathroom so I can pee and use the toilet. That's me. They're like, okay, great. You feel like you can use the restroom? Come on, let's go. So they get me, they're helping me to the restroom. They have me a little walker. No, it's a wheelchair. They have me a wheelchair, holding the back of the wheelchair so I can walk. My eyes are not open. I'm leaning on the wall, standing up. And the nurse is just like, ma'am, if you can't keep your eyes open, you have to get back in bed. And I'm like, no, my eyes are open. I can go to the bathroom. They're not open. I don't know why they won't open. So I'm like determined to go use this bathroom and not this bedpan. And I'm just like, you know, I'm keeping my eyes open, I make it to the bathroom, use the bathroom. Someone helps me sit down, help me up, get back in bed. And then they're like, okay, you ready to go home? Who? Is who ready to go home? You must not have knew. I bought an overnight bag and I'm going to use it. Okay, what do you mean am I ready to go home? I already got it out of my mind that this was going to be a same-day surgery. I'm staying here. Anything could go wrong at this point. They're like, no, you're good. They gave me my little breathing machine. I blew in it. Did I hit the line? No, I didn't hit the line all the way. It was real close, but no. Keep breathing in it, make sure my chest is clear. They give me a little water. I'm able to keep down the water. After the second time of throwing up, I keep down my water. So they call my emergency contact and they're like, hey, she did great. There was no leakage, no problems. She's drinking, she's walking, she went to use the bathroom. Damn me for going to use that bathroom. I should have used the bedpan. But I had to go to the bathroom. Everyone on YouTube said, get up and walk. So I was like, I'm getting up and walking as soon as I can. So I used the bathroom, drink my water, do my breathing machine. It's the opposite. And they call my sister and say, hey, she's ready when you are. And my sister's like, think again, she ain't going nowhere. So at this point, my sister has the number to the triage nurse and gives it to my mother and my other sister, who is a nurse. So then my other sister calls in and she's like, no, what do you mean? I'm a nurse. My sister is not going home. She needs to stay over. This is a major surgery. This is her first time having a surgery. Like, y'all need to watch her. How do you know that it's okay? And they're like, ma'am, it is okay. We've done this procedure 1,000,000 times. She is good. Everything went smooth. She's drinking. She's walking and she used the bathroom by herself. Set myself up. And then my other sister calls and she's like, no, she's not ready to go home. Look, I'll pay out of pocket to keep my sister there to make sure she's okay. And they're like, ma'am, your sister is fine. She's in pain, but we gave her pain medicine. Like, she's going to have to learn on her own how to navigate through this. She's good. If she stays another day, she's still going to be good. She's still going to be in the same position. We're sending her home with the perkies, with the liquid perkies. She's fine. So they sent my ass home. They sent me home. And what's the first thing that happens? I get home. I try to take some pain meds because I asked them like, hey, can you give me a little something on the road? And they're like, no, we give you a little something else. You got to stay here. So they did not. I was still okay. But I go home. I'm like, okay, I got to take my liquid medicine that I have to sip. That's absolutely disgusting because I can't just shot it. So I sip my medicine, throw up immediately. Scared the stuff out of my sister. It was like, it was just a dry heave. There's nothing coming out. There's a little bit. And what do? I try to get out the damn bed. I'm like hanging over the bed again. Scare her from nursing. And yeah, that was surgery day for me. It has ups and downs. I'm an emotional roller coaster. I freaked out a lot more than I probably needed to. But all in all, it was great. After all of that, I just said, like, it was smooth. The doctor was right. I had to figure out how to maintain the pain on my own. And I did by taking that medicine like clockwork every 4 to 6 hours. Yes, ma'am. I'm not feeling anything. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that medicine. And I slept for 3 days. So that was it. So don't log out just yet. I'm going to show you some clips that I was able to take. And again, listen to the doctor, accept the process. That's really it. You got to go with the flow, because once you get to that point, it's out of your hands. You put in your work and now your body has to fend for itself. Stay tuned. Next video should be my 1 week update, which again, I'm going to try to do a conversation with you all and then show you the clips, because I want you to know everything step by step what I went through. And sometimes the clips aren't able to do that because someone wasn't with me all the time. And if you have any questions, let me know. Again, thanks for tuning in with Tamika. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. It is 3:20 in the morning, and I just got a notification that my mom's flight got canceled. This is not a good start to surgery day, and my allergies are kicking my ass already. Good morning, everyone. I'm headed into surgery. I'm ready to go. I got my overnight bag packed, my electronics. My mom's flight got canceled, but she's on one tonight, and I will see her and talk to her first thing in the morning. I'm starting to become a little bit less nervous and more excited. So glad that I posted yesterday, because a lot of people reached out to me and said they either had the surgery recently or they plan on getting it. So thank you. I feel so much support. Yeah, let's start this day off with a prayer. Ooh, Lord, thank you for waking us up this morning. We ask that you watch over us and allow us to make it to and from all our destinations. We ask that you be with all those going through hard times, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, Lord. I ask that you not only be with me, but be with my loved ones, family, friends, those I'm yet to love, those I'm yet to know, those I dislike, Lord. Just everyone. Whew, Lord, I'm going into surgery. I feel a little bit out of control. The recovery will be up to me and my strength, but the process and procedure is up to the doctors and nurses. Lord, please bless them, be with them. If they see anything wrong, please urge them to stop and just let this be okay. Get me to recovery, and I'll take it from there. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Hi. Ooh. The surgery went well. Really well. I was able to pee and walk around. So they're actually not keeping me. They're sending me home today. So we'll see how today goes. But it was successful. Surgery was successful. I was at home the same day. I threw up that night. I was trying to take the pain medicine, and I guess from like the liquids from the IV and the medicine that I'd had at the hospital, it was just too much in my stomach. So today I've just been trying to do little sips of stuff. I had this water. It's right where the bottom. So I was able to get down that much. Well, actually between last night and today. So it wasn't much. I'm supposed to be able to do at least 2 of these and 2 proteins. It's very hard to keep it down.